We've given the trinkets to everybody that we need to. Provisions, it's only another short one. Same as last time. We'll take one bandage, just in case someone gets a horrible negative bleed effect. Because we don't have any skills that can stop bleeding. Only Grentville can stop herself from bleeding. Okay, we need to get some more nerds in here. I can think of no better jester than super duper noob. Got ourselves another Hellion. Who else is watching? Kazathor. Welcome, Kazathor. And Ryoji and Reynold. Reynold needs to be renamed to... Who else is watching? Keeler. The Crusader. Let's do it.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
You see, Keeler, what you have to accept is that you are dead already. Just want to change the order of the skills, because I'm almost always going to be using Iron Swan first, then Wicked Hack, then Breakthrough if I get moved, then Adrenaline Rush if I need to remove Blight or Bleed. Potentially, actually, you know what? Maybe the Barbaric Yorp's going to be a better option. We can go with Barbaric Yorp on the basis of the fact that these two have movement skills. So if she gets to the back, he can use Finale to get himself to the back, which is essentially a move forward for her. It doesn't make sense the way I'm explaining it, but might get a chance to
by evil intent.
To show you what I mean. Spiders. Ew. Blight. Not too bad of a blight. Oh, for God's sake. Kazathor! Oh, team! Rough start. Okay, super duper. Show Mart's done, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Don't need heals just yet. Let's try to do some judgment.
Back to the pit.
Nice, that's a real bonus. Archie, please don't poison him. Oh, for goodness sakes, that's quite a lot of... That's 6 points of damage now. I don't have any way of
Be gone, fiend.
curing it, so we'll just have to try heal through it. Yeah, I know, dude. That sucks. I know. Sorry. Super duper. Volumes are dull and uninteresting. Just as we entered that room, I was like, I better light some torches. Come on, Super. The knowledge changes you forever. And now you're a backtracker. Okay, so no stress penalty for what? Kind of useful. This is one that you use medicinal herbs for. Ooh. Nice line. Okay, who's got the lowest bleed resist? That 30% is the lowest there on Super Duper. That was well worth it. Sometimes you get like 50 gold out of doing that. Totally not worth. Oh, 7 damage is a lot. Little fucker. I hate these things. Ah, I forgot to move Super Duper back to position. Okay. Do I just stay at the back and keep jamming for this one? Maybe. Let's take one turn of stabs, which he misses anyway. It's so important to be able to hit positions 3 and 4
Another abomination.
for the overall stress management. So usually it's those positions that do the most stress damage. Good dodging, Kila. Get him. So I actually wanted him to go forward there because now Keeler can use Holy Lance. Ooh.
Press disadvantage.
Yeah, that was well
Give
worth
them
it.
no quarter.
Almost killed that one as well. Let's crank out some heals.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Ouchie, god damn it. They have definitely buffed the damage numbers on these bone soldiers. Let's see if we can't get another heal out of it. Ah, that's also interesting. So I critted, for God's sake, a little skeleton, and she didn't get the stress bonus. So there you go. That did not work out in the least bit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
This worries me. It's very early in the mission, and we've taken a lot of damage. Unlocked strongbox.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Okay, so 2 more fights. Will be grand. Nice. We're getting lucky with these traits. Just 2 little skellingtons.
Another one falls.
Shouldn't be a problem. Ouchie. Let's see if I can get one more heal out of this. Yeah! Bust out a bit of Wonder Wall. Ah, so I just negated the heal. Ah.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I keep checking those because we could quite easily get positive traits, and also if you get a map for the extra scouting, even in this situation where you've done most of the scouting, if you hit a map there, you can then discover a secret passage. So 20%, 30, 20, 20. Is 30 really the highest? Oh, it's very scary. Yep. Ah, 30%
Ambushed
chance.
by foul invention.
Foul invention. Ooh, treasure. Journal page. Let's go for the loadout. This way, yes, that's correct. And I really hope we can get another Vestal at the stagecoach. It's definitely worth it to start investing in the stagecoach a bit more. Urn takes holy water. Yes. Okay, nice. I can use all the torches.
The light. The promise of safety.
And we can eat the rest of the food. The chances that we're going to get another food event before the end is pretty small. Just a top-up torch.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Come on, Super Duper, give us a big opening crit. One hit point too little. Too few. Too little, too few. 1 point too few. And finish the nerd off? No, because our Hellion can use breakout. So close.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
See, the debuff sucks, but we managed to get a kill and a fair amount of damage. Totally worth.
A singular strike.
Ooh.
A dizzying blow.
Enough with the crits, man. Super Duper just standing in the back, playing Darude Sandstorm. Get wrecked.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
A locked sarcophagus.
Packs laden
Nice.
with
Okay.
loot are often low on supplies.
So we did everything. This is a fair old haul for a short mission. We took a lot of stress though.
Room by room.
So if we have the resources for it, it might be worth getting that second slot in the church so we can take advantage of the upgrades we chucked in there. Only 7,000 gold. We've got to watch the gold reserves quite carefully. There's usually a little spike in your costs in the beginning as you get new guys.
Irritant, the sum.
Slightly less stress. Oh, for God's sake.
To me.
Town is a buzz. God damn it.
Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
I've always wondered about if it's worth ever rushing these level ups first, just so you can spin for more trinkets. But then, let's say even if you throw a bunch of crests into here to get, to find a healing trinket, chances are you can't afford it anyway this early on. So I don't think it's worth rushing it ever. We'll get starting on the treatment wards at some point, but we don't have enough money yet.
At home in wild places, she is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
The survivalist is likewise a bit of a luxury. Okay, Kazathor, what's your stress at? 61. Not enough. Let's trade heads for... Oh, there you go. For deeds. Upgrade weapons. Next fight. Let's hope we can get some healing. Arbalester, Necromancer Apprentice. That's potentially a little early to do that. Speed versus Bloodsuckers. Stun skill chances Bloodsuckers. Okay. Jester's dice, kind of meh. Steady Bracer is nice. Incense, bit meh. That's a bit meh. That's a bit meh. I think I like the Steady Bracer, especially because it can give us All Saints Day, which I think is free treatment. So it's a medium gather holy relics. So we'll take Super there. We'll have to take out Peveril because, oh no, hang on, it's ruins. So we don't have to have the poison healing of Peveril. Keeler is too stressed to go out. So we'll take out Francie and Stobbie. I want your Warrior's cap there. Let's take a look at the dodge values. You could do with a bit more dodge. You are plenty fast as it is. Stun and bleed resist is probably a touch low on him. Yeah, I think 40%. 40% is the lowest on Super Duper, and he's the most likely to get bleed applied to him anyway, from one of those axe undead nerds. And he's got the lowest stun value, 30, 50, 40. Okay, well in that case then, I'll go like that. I don't think it's worth spending on camping skills. Just make sure everybody has their skills leveled up and the right skills to have. That is. This is different as well. So solo now also gives plus speed and plus 50% damage on finale. So you could use solo on turn 1 and then finale on turn 2. We'll try it at some point, but not quite yet. For the moment though, we'll just keep upgrading the skills he's using most. So you might notice the screen resolution going a bit yellowy now. That's just that ability I have to make it not as bright, which I'll turn off in a sec. Eye on the Swan. Barbaric Yorp. I generally tend to favour the damage over the stun. Guard Dog, not really needed. Target Whistle. Honestly, what you've got is totally fine. Let me just disable this weird screen, bit of screen weirdness. 1 second, guys, sorry. Yeah, you'll see the difference now in the screen. I was using f.lux, so normally when I'm not streaming, I like to have that active so that when I'm right in front of my computer before I go to bed, it's not quite as bright. It helps me to go to sleep easier. I was skeptical about that at first, but it actually works. Okay, well, so these stress levels are getting a bit high. It is worth keeping an eye on. We need a good haul from this one, but it is a medium, so we should get a nice bit of money out of it. First things first, it's in the ruins, so we'll need at least, let's say 3 shovels, 2 holy waters, 3 keys, it's getting a bit low, 8 food for the camp, and then another 12 for hunger events. And let's take 8 torches. This is absolute minimum here. Let's take 1 more medicinal supplies. Still haven't figured out what the laudanum is for. We shall see.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
Nice. 1 right off the bat.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Ah!
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
There's a fair amount of stress here, but I'm just gambling on the Jester having Gallows Humor, and if we get some good procs from Gallows Humor, that should do quite well for all of our stress. Also, there's Therapy Dog on our Houndsmaster, which will help. By the looks of things, we're going to be focusing on stress mitigation during camping, rather than healing or buffing.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
with the traps? Come on.
Ancient traps lie
Got the
in
survival
wait,
guide. What is this?
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
In fact, I'm going to give the survival guide to Stobbie because then his trap disarm will be 60. Like so. In case you didn't know, you press tab to flick between the map and your inventory.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Don't be a fight. Oh, damn, a fight. In the dark.
Death.
Damn. That was a risk. Hasn't paid off. We're probably going to have to camp straight after this. Ouchie, that is 40 odd stress on him. Nice. Yeah, looks like for the foreseeable future I need my jester to just keep playing music and chilling everybody out. Come on. It's going to take so long to work with that off.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Executed with impunity. Another one falls.
Get wrecked. Nerd. Yes, that 4 dodge doing work.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, we're going to camp
Seize
because
momentum.
this gives
Push
a
on to the task's end.
protection buff until camp. So if we camp now, we'll get one person of protection for the rest of the fight. So on the chance that we are going to be ambushed tonight, let me just get us into the position that I want us all to be in, and then we'll reverse it entirely. So that if we get surprised, we'll get surprised, bam, into the positions that I want to be in.
Huddled
Feast.
together, furtive and vulnerable.
57, 50,
Rats in a
27.
maze.
Okay, we've got stress reduction there. Scouting chance is super, super tempting. I think we have to do that. Because if we get lucky and we hit a secret chamber, that'll give like 15,000 gold. Less chance to be surprised is nice as well. That only leaves us with 4 though. Not going to use any of that. Tiger's Eye, Mockery. I could use Mockery on Francie. Because that is a net gain of stress of 20. But that'll take that down to 31, down to 30 something, up to 40. Actually, it's one of the rare times it might be worth it because there's a net gain in stress. We can use Encourage just to offset some of that, so everybody's stress is reduced a little bit. And then I can still use Hound's Watch for the surprise chance and prevent the ambush, which really sucks. I mean, I hate getting ambushed. Or I can use Encourage 2 more times. I think we'll go for the double Encourage, just on the basis that I already moved everybody into position. So if we do get ambushed tonight, we should flip around into the positions we want to be in. It shouldn't be that tough. Okay, that didn't happen.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
No problem. And now the question now is, who do we give this suit of armor to? It'll be the person with the least hit points and the least dodge. So 19, 13 dodge. I think actually I want to give it to my Vestal. Dodge and protection until camp. Good. Onward. I think we spent our turns quite well there. It still sucks we're in the 30s here, but Super will just use Finale and then just play his guitar, his lute. He'll shred some sick licks on his loot. Come on, scouting. So I wonder. I think that hound's scouting chance should actually stack with the survival guide that we have. So I'll be disappointed if we don't get a few nice scouts out of this.
Preventing passage.
Scouting for 4 battles. I'm just looking at who has the least traits. Okay, Francie does. Early morning tomorrow, it's WW. Alright, thanks, Keela. Later, dude. Positive. That's a nice one. 10 damage if below 50%. Sweet. No scouting, really. So close. Ow!
Unbalanced.
Oh yeah, but of course using that ruins his dodge. On that basis, I should have actually given the knightly aura to the jester. Oh well.
The fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And I forgot to give her Iron Swan. Damn it! Gotta change that after this fight. That's a bad mistake.
Their formation
Nice, good
is
hit, Francie.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
33, 31, 30. Right, unless you can stab this guy to death, 6 hit points. Oh yeah,
Press this advantage.
that's worth.
Give them no quarter.
So there, I think of that as preventing the hit point damage he would have done, as opposed to curing some stress damage.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
11 rounds, wow, okay. That stays active longer than I remembered. Iron Swan, Wicked Hack, Breakthrough, Adrenaline Rush. Good, first scouting. That's nice because we don't have to go into that room there. We can hang on to our shovel, which I'm glad for. We're only going to have one for the rest of the whole bloody map. Okay. Bit of backtracking, which sucks. But it's better than wasting the shovel. I must remember to use the dog treats on the next few fights that are like big room fights. Wait, whoopsie, did I click the wrong... Yeah, there you go, that's correct. Still dodging 3 rounds. Okay, just some maggots. No problemo.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Oh, so nearly a triple kill.
Remind yourself
No reward?
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Nice. I never used to really hit those books because it seemed like more often than not you would get negative traits. We've been lucky so far, we've gotten mostly positive traits. T is for torch, by the way. Okay, we should get 2 more scouts out of this. Pretty sure I have the highest trap percentage, 60%. Nice. Ah, you kleptomaniac, damn it. This is going to be a tough fight, so I think we hit torches up to 100, and we let Super start off with the finale. And must remember to use one of the dog treats for the extra damage. I'm just thinking that if I had another brother, like I'm thinking about a brother, another character who has a guard ability, you can offset this negative dodge debuff by guarding him after he's done that. So for Stobbie here, instead of Cry Havoc, I could have taken Guard Dog. Guard ally and buff yourself for extra dodge. But then you're not doing much, then you're not really doing a lot of damage. Not convinced it's worth it. Forgot to eat the damn dog treat! I'll do it the next turn. Good dodging. Who's got the highest stress? Braincy does. Dog treat. These guys don't do that much damage. They're quite annoying though, but like in terms of huge damage numbers, not that bad. Excellent. Well fought.
This expedition at least promises success.
There it is. Yes. We're going to be throwing some stuff away, but who cares? We got a bloody secret compartment. Oh, they've removed it. It used to be 5,000 each. Well, it's still bloody great. And we're going to be throwing away a lot of stuff here because we still need to make space for 2 more holy relics. I think the blood we can leave behind. I mean, this is 750 worth. Yeah, 750 worth of citrine. I know we're going to need the blood eventually. But I've been told there's something to do with quarantine as well. So your people who get infected with the bloodlust, you can just quarantine them. Just to offset that. Man, that helps. That's like an extra 10,500 gold. Hell yeah. And that just reaffirms my desire to take scouting wherever possible. Damn, it's actually quite likely we get another food event here. We do have medicinal herbs, so if we come across an alchemy table, we might get something edible. Whoopsie, wrong button. Keep playing music. Oh yeah, they can bleed. Good. Grave nibble? Spit. Ew. Blight. Damn it. Triple kill.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Really hope we don't get another food event. Let's try and... Let's start ordering this stuff in terms of how valuable it is. 1750 per stack is pretty damn good. I want the bust, I want the portrait. We'll burn the rest of the torches before we hit this essentially quote-unquote final battle. And we'll eat the dog treats there, so that's 2 spaces opening up. A map? Nice. I was just wondering whether it's possible to get 2 secret doors in one run. Didn't think so though. Nice, we surprised them. Okay, this will be one last... Actually, you know what? Do damage instead. Kill this little fecker. Oh, wrong one. They don't bleed. Damn it. Waste.
Precision and power.
Oh, good dodging.
A powerful blow.
He'll make his way back to the front now.
Clarified in a
I had him back there just to be working off some of the stress.
A devastating blow.
His Dirk stab isn't bad either. Yeah, everyone's stress is low enough that he can go back to more of a damage dealing role. Happy with that. Ah,
As
our cup
victories
overfloweth,
mount,
friends.
so too will resistance.
Burn the torches and take the crest. Yeah, so Ryoji is just going to be on healing duty now for the rest of the missions. I'm a little bit worried about those hit point numbers, if I'm honest. In fact, using the Jester now for his finale damage straight up is actually going to be good, because it'll draw attention to him with his reduced dodge. Because he's got 13 dodge, he uses finale, which then is minus 25 dodge, so he's then got minus 12 dodge. Okay, must remember to eat the dog treats immediately. Okay, not for this fight actually, we'll save the dog treats for that fight. And I'm not going to use finale because it'll give him minus dodge for 25 rounds. And when you're out of combat, 1 square is a round, so I don't want to go into that final fight with minus... Oh, for fuck's sake. Minus dodge on him. Here's when we can use Hound's Harry and make him all bleed.
The ground quakes.
Although 100% use breakthrough here.
Impressive. Compassion
1.
is a rarity in the fevered pitch of
Whoop-de
battle.
fucking do. Please, miss. I don't want you to get poisoned. Ah.
These nightmarish creatures
Goddamn,
can
gotta
be
make some
felled.
tough
They
choices
can
here.
be beaten.
Well, the shovel we're going to throw away because we know that there aren't any more walls we have to break down, so we can take that money. The onyx is actually worth a fair amount. So we have to interact with 2 more curios. What I think, I'm going to get rid of the medicinal herbs. Use them here to remove that. Okay, good. Take the onyx. And then, because the best rewards here are from urns and from chests, but we need 1 more space here for the final holy relic. We'll just come back for it. Okay, yeah, that's right. We'll come back for it. No problemo. Just a book. Chat. Problem is I don't have any torches, so this last battle is going to be a pitch black dark fight, which is a little scary. Actually, I would have been smarter to go down south first and then do this last bit of exploring. It's one fight, we should be fine. We'll do that on the way out. Oh god, it's 2 fights in the dark. I can always run away from the fights if I have to. Also, I know that for this fight I can't use finale just yet either.
And improvement.
So close. Can only do 1 hit point here, so I'll kill this bone rabble, but I won't kill the arbalist. So using that's the better option. Because I think he might have gone first before Ryoji did. Yes, crits, needed that. Ouchie. Heal yourself. Finale plus 40% damage for 7 rounds. Wow, that's awesome.
Clearly in view.
I had no idea Dirkstab was buffing his finale damage.
Light.
That's actually redonkulously good. Because look, it should still be active. There you go. So he's going to do... Okay, it wore off. Fair enough. I suppose it would be a little bit OP if, like in a fight like that, you could get stacks of his finale damage before a big fight. One thing to remember, I was talking about that tactic with the antiquarian where you have allies with him who can use riposte. It's awesome for this because if he uses Rain of Whips, hits all 4, and if he uses Blanket Fire, hits all 4, then you get a double proc off of the riposte. 1 for the antiquarian and 1 for the highwayman. It's really, really powerful against these guys. So I hope I can show it to you at some point.
Masterfully executed.
Nice. Oh, that's a big hit. 23 points of damage. That's likewise big hit.
Vision. The end approaches.
Yes.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. Ghoulish horrors brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, we got a really, really, really good haul out of this. Look at this. It's a large amount of money. It's a nice amount. 20 crests, 8 busts. The 2 portraits are an absolute bonus. Although I'm going to have to give up 1 stack of this to get this final holy relic. I think I'll probably drop the 2 busts. Because portraits are so rare. Just pray we don't get a hunger. Because if we do, the hunger damage might kill her. Okay, whew, we're fine. Close call. Great mission. Well done, everyone. Francine nearly got killed there. That was too close.
Restored.
Oh, what a haul for our third mission. Only our third mission. And this is 24,350 gold. 4 portraits, 6 busts, 20 crests, and a steady bracer. Very pleased with that. The steady bracer is going to be wonderful if we get an arbalester or a gravedigger. Even our highwayman will benefit from that quite nicely for the ranged values. It's also useful on plague doctors who throw the poison.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity. It will not last.
Nice, everything's free. Let's take a look at the stress. I might even just get the level 2 in the church just so we can stress reduce a second person for free. Yeah, 100%. Oh, that's huge. Huge! Nice, the antiquarian we wanted. Bring that money. Dollar. We've got to be careful though, because Ryoji is almost going to hit level 3, then we don't have another healer.
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
No voice line? Come on, Wayne, I want to hear your sultry tones. Okay, so we need deeds, we need crests. I'm going to hang on to as many of these items as I can. I'm only going to trade away in very exceptional circumstances, like when I'm, like I was in the other one short of getting what I need. That's kind of okay. But again, I don't want to be taking on the Necromancer's Apprentice until I have the right squad for it. With at least level 1 armor and hit points, weapons I mean. That's actually quite nice. The Bloody Herb is actually very nice. The reason for that is you grab the Plague Doctor's Stabby Stab skill, Incision, which actually does a decent amount of damage, and with the Bloody Herb it does plus 20% damage. Also, that's tempting. I think we should do that. Yeah, we'll get deeds out of it, it's another medium, it'll be fairly easy. The other options are Evasive Incent, which is crap, Rotgut is crap. That's... the scouting is great, but it's if torch below 50, which I'm not crazy about. Damage Stone is okay. No, 100% we're going to go for the Bloody Herb. Ryoji, of course. Sort by level. We'll take Gazathor. We'll take Super. And one of the level 0s. I would say Omond, but we don't have anyone that uses parry for her protect me. Not yet. Gand. Gand out. Okay, we've got stun and bleed resist on our charms, so let's just take a look at the figures. So bleed resist, we'll chuck on Super Duper. It's got the lowest stun resist. 30, 50, 40, yeah, it's super, 100%. Not dodge, sorry. Stun resist. The Lawman we know has a fairly high Trapless Arm skill. Do his dog skill count as melee? They count as ranged. Okay, that's very surprising. Well, take that then. And the Hellion, Warrior's Cap, Dodgy Stone. Still nothing to increase healing ability just yet. But we shall have to rely on our superior skill just to keep us alive. I quite liked the setup that he had, but I want to try the combination of solo and finale together. So he uses solo on his first round. That's forward 3, so he starts in position 3. Solo's forward to position 1. Uses... Actually, it's It's a little bit not great with the Hellion, because I want the Hellion to be in position 1 when she gets to use Iron Swan, and because he's quicker than the Hellion, he would be putting himself in front of the Hellion. So we'll try that another time then. Don't want him to do that. You need to upgrade your skills if you can, Gazathor. Grand. I mean, God Ally is nice. We could take that to Quirion, but it doesn't come with a riposte. So for that reason, we'll give it a miss. Doesn't need the Cry Havoc because we have. Well, if it's there, we need it. But the point is, it doesn't need Cry Havoc because we have the Jester. Good. And yeah, fair enough. Right. So, when we come back, we'll be going into the ruins once more to complete 100% of room battles on a medium. Get the bloody herb. Should be good.